broadcast. And now it's streaming. Let's see what wrong with that. Okay, let's see for that. It's not doing anything. It's fine. It's recording fine. The fuck? Who knows why it was doing that before? a little bit of solo graphics to warm up.
Video games are releasing at the same time to avoid the Grand Theft Auto 6 release. There is way too many games releasing right now. And even in this clusterfuck of video games that we have available to us right now, it still hit 1 million players, or almost 1 million players, in 24 hours. And that is more than pretty much every single video game that these journalists have tried to shill for, combined, by the way. Combined, which makes it even funnier. So anyway, you know, I'll give you an example. What about Mixtape? How's Mixtape doing these days? Mixtape, 10 out of 10, generational game, by the way. That's what they said. That's what they said. 32 people playing right now, 70 in the 24-hour peak, brother. 2,200. 2,200 all-time peak 2 months ago. This was a 10 out of 10 generational video game. Generational video game. They're basically saying that there is no video game that was better than this game in a single generation. But, you know, Power World, yeah, who cares? Just a million, whatever. Not a big deal. So, anyway, Power World's doing amazing right now. And so many people are misrepresenting Power World. I just never quite understood it. And ultimately, it comes down to a couple of things. Number one, Power World is made from an indie studio that has now gotten so big to the point where they could be their own AAA if they wanted to be. These are people that got to where they are through methods that they weren't supposed to use, right? Because you're allowed to be successful as long as they say you can be. You're allowed to be successful as long as you go about the ways that they dictate is allowed when it comes to trying to reach for success. These people want to be the key holders. They want to control everything. And if you end up having success outside of them, well, any chance they get, they're going to try to downplay you. So the journals, I could bring in a ton of examples of journalists trying to downplay Power World, but instead, I'd rather utilize Pokemon fans. Pokemon are hardcore fans. I'm talking about the ones that are actually crazy. I want to go over that because I feel like that's more entertaining. So I'm going to give you a couple of examples. You know, don't go harass these people or anything. I just want to give a couple of examples of some of the cope and the meltdowns that are happening regarding Power World because, I mean, they're pretty substantial, all right? For example, number one, this person says, "Pal shit." I like that. I like that. Pal shit. It's good. It's good stuff. Is so ass that it couldn't even run on a hardware equivalent to Switch or Switch 2 if it tried. And if it did, it'd look and run worse than Pokemon games do. Does this guy not realize that Power World is Steam Deck verified? Does this guy not realize that? Do you think the Steam Deck has way better technology than the Switch 2?
Yeah, really.
From a graphical standpoint? Do you even know what you're talking? Like, guys, again, these comments are probably going to enrage you.
It's never been the technology. Submachine gun. I don't. I just bought a fucking car.
All right, they're gonna be such rage bait, but just you know, try to keep it relatively calm. Anyway, you know, it's your typical Nintendo super fan. Anyway, so that's one post. Let's go to another one. I respect the monster taming genre of games, but Power World is trying way too hard to be an edgy Pokemon clone. Anybody who calls Power World a Pokemon clone is verifiably retarded. It's verifiably retarded. I'm sorry. There's nothing else I can really say. You are verifiably retarded. The game is literally almost nothing similar to Pokemon whatsoever. Like, literally nothing similar. If anything, you can say it's probably more of an art clone. You know, like a typical survival craft kind of video game. But when you're talking about Pokemon, bro, it's not even close to Pokemon. And it's so funny that you would take something and claim that it's a clone of Pokemon when you don't want to sit there and admit that Pokemon got their inspiration from multiple creature capturing, I guess you could say, video games or ideas and whatnot. Even Dragon Quest creatures, right? A lot of Pokemon creatures are inspirations from Dragon Quest. Verifiably, by the way. But nobody has a problem with that. That's perfectly fine. Last I checked, there's no survival crafting in Pokemon. Last I checked, you can't capture humans in Pokemon. Last I checked, you can't build bases in Pokemon. Like, they are not even the same. But again, these are the people that are complaining about literally anything that's not Pokemon. They actually believe that Pokemon has like a monopoly on the creature capturing space. Especially if the creatures are cute. It has to be that the creatures are cute, right? It has to be a cute art style. Because if you were to make a creature capturing video game that had hyper realistic graphics that was a little like dark and gritty, they would never complain. You would never hear them complain. You would never hear them say anything. But the moment it's a creature capture video game with cutesy style graphics or, you know, something cartoony, all of a sudden they come out the woodworks and they start complaining like crazy. They start losing their mind over it. Anyway, they did update some designs to look more unique, but even the designs that aren't one-to-one ripoffs remind you of Pokemon and don't offer much individuality of their own. Oh my god. Yeah, because Pokemon is all about individuality, right? Pokemon is all about being unique, right? Fucking insane, brother. That's crazy. Anyway, so I thought that was pretty funny. By the way, I got the quest line to go after Panthalus. I have to collect like one more item, and then I could go after Panthalus, but I don't. don't know what his level is. I think I'm going to get felted by him, so I'm probably going to level up a bit, but I'm level 60 right now, so I feel like I'm getting pretty close to be able to fight Panthalus. Pretty excited about that. Anyway, I'll drag Sheep to help me. An average gamer says, Palworld just hit full release and can't recapture the momentum. Did it had on launch? Its momentum came from early access label and the controversy of the creature designs that were copy and paste Pokemon. At what point do you admit that you aided scammers? Oh my god, brother. Oh boy. Yeah, so anybody who bought Palworld, you're aiding scammers. You're aiding scammers, boys. That's where we're at right now. You're aiding scammers. That's just wow. You know, honestly, at this point, I know these people are hopeless. I get that. And to think that Palworld's success is only because of the fact that there was I don't know, some like hatred towards the game when it came to Pokemon designs or whatever. You're insane. Stuff like that will not lead to a game having numbers like this. Stuff like that may lead to an initial success, but it's going to lead to a hardcore drop off real fast. What ended up happening was people heard about this game, maybe because of the controversy, maybe not, but they heard about this game and they ended up playing the game and they realized, oh shit, this game's actually really good. And then it went from like, oh, I'll check it out to, oh, wow, I'm actually going to play this. You know what I'm saying? So they're getting angry because creatures look similar to Pokemon, which again, I have to bring up the fact that some of these have been changed already, number one. So there you go. Some of these have been changed already. And not only that, this is Pokemon. The same people that took their inspiration from Dragon Quest designs. The same people that also took their inspiration from other designs as they introduced new generations of Pokemon. Again, these are the same people that will copy other video games and try to put their own spin on it. But the moment you try to do it to them, they lose their mind. It's almost as if Nintendo believes, or Nintendo fans believe, that genres can exist, right? Genres can exist. It's almost as if From Software were to sue every single fucking company that came out with a Souls-like video game. That's the kind of world that these people want to live in. They want to live in a world where you're not even allowed to make something similar and put your own spin on it anymore, which has been happening since the dawn of time. I'll give you an example. Check this out. This is actually a really great meme. Check this out. Hold on. Hey, my game is similar to yours. Neo, to Demon Souls. Yeah, let's call them Souls-likes. Hey, my game is similar to yours. I don't know what the fuck this is. Hollow Cure? What is that? I have no idea what that is. Yeah, let's call them auto shooters, comparing it to Vampire Survivors. Hey, my game is similar to shut the fuck up! Nintendo only! Pokemon only! You're not allowed to be similar! You're not allowed to be similar, shut up! No! Get out! You know? It's crazy, bro. Like, but this is actually this this is actually like the world that we live in right now, man. You got Pokemon fans.
Bro, this dog keeps.
Kara, go back. Go back.
That are just losing their shit, bro. And it's crazy because you would think they would be used to it, right? Because you've had Digimon for how many decades now? How many decades has Digimon been around? But again, I'm going to say the same thing that I say in every single video that I make about Power World. You know it's true, so I'm going to say it again, okay? The only reason that these people are pissed at Power World is because Power World was effective. Power World made money And Power World outperformed nearly every Pokemon game ever released, with the exception of like 2 or 3 of them. That's the reason why. I'm not arguing which is better, Pokemon, Digimon, Power World. I'm not going to argue that. I don't care. I'm just telling you that Power World ended up shitting on Nintendo, and the fans and Nintendo, both of them, their egos got bruised because they're both very complacent in the same shit that they do every day. And because Power World was actually effective, that is the only reason why they care. That is literally the only reason why they care. If Power World were to have come out and released to mixtape style numbers, nobody would say anything and nobody would care. You know it's true. But because it came out, and it came out to 2.1 million in concurrent players on Steam, becoming the second highest Steam played video game ever, or the third one behind Black Myth Wukong, whatever it is, that is the reason why. That is the only reason why. That's why they don't complain about Digimon, because Digimon doesn't hit these numbers. They don't complain about any other creature capture game because they don't hit these numbers. These numbers is what's got them upset. And they'll never admit that. They'll be like, oh, no, I hate it because, you know, it's a ripoff. I hate it because it's this. I hate it because... No, you don't. You hate it because it's effective. You hate it because people actually started talking about Power World over Pokemon. That's why you hate it. You know? Including Monster Hunter. Yeah, it did better than Monster Hunter. Monster Hunter's like top 10, I think. But it didn't... Monster Hunter didn't reach anywhere near Black Myth Wukong. Like, Black Myth Wukong, I think, did 2.2? Something like that? Oh, shit. 2.4. Yeah, 2.4. The Black Myth Wukong did 2.4 million. So I think it's yeah, Black Myth Wukong's number 2 and Power World's number 3. Pretty sure that's the case. But anyway, let's continue because it's pretty funny. So at what point do you admit you aided scammers? These guys really so angry. You got this post here, Hardcore Bunny. Power World is AI trash. Oh my God, dude. Oh my God. And you know what's bad? You know what's bad? So what's even worse about all this is that, guys, Power World TCG is about to come out, right? Power World trading card game is about to come out. It's already sold out. Now, obviously, it's going to take a lot for Power World to be able to compete on the TCG scene. I highly doubt they're going to be anywhere near as successful as Pokemon because Pokemon has had decades, right? Decades of being able to collect Pokemon cards. So you can't really compete with that level of, like, you know, that level of, you know, that amount of time. You can't compete with that. But if the Power World TCG ends up blowing up in any capacity whatsoever, they're going to get triple felted. All these Pokemon fans are going to lose their fucking minds. Because if this game is already more successful than most Pokemon games that have ever released, now if the TCG comes out, oh my God, it's even worse. It's even worse. Now you got to deal with that aspect too. Oh my, it's terrible. And then you got the Pokemon farming game coming out, which is going to compete against Pokopia. It's so, bro, it's so bad for them. It's not like they're going to be watching this like a hawk. It's going to be, you're going to see.
These are for collab because we'll just do these and close the show. I want to get a nose job. Do you think it's okay? I want to get a nose job. Do you think it transformed me into my final form? Who wrote this? You?
No,
you?
Yeah, I want to get a nose job, so I see that you got one, so I'm like,
nigga,
it'll help.
I forgot it.
guy's just waiting there, like you fucking weirdo, man.
About this stuff.
Okay.
No shot. That's crazy.
Yeah, I think you know, you would certainly benefit from it,
Let's
but
just
would
be
it be
like
like
three,
the ultimate change that you think it is, like this life-changing procedure? Not for your case, unless your nose is an extreme flaw and you've got like a super brutal dorsal hump. It's not going to do much for you
Okay.
compared to other surgeries. So, yeah, no one really ascends too much from rhino. That's why everyone was like, "Oh, yeah, you didn't really need a rhinoplasty. It doesn't look different because it's such a minimal, surgery."
You thought it was minimal?
Mine, yeah. I mean, I didn't even get.
Did they do the piezo technique on
I didn't even have the bone
They just
touched. It
shaved
was
it,
literally
right?
just like an alaroplasty and a little bit of the nasal
Yeah.
tip
It looks
reduced.
nice.
Thank you.
It looks perfect.
All right, and all these questions are for Cloud, right?
Yeah.
Okay. If you can be an animal, what animal would you be?
If I could be an animal, what?
Who asked this question, bro?
What's your spirit animal?
Yeah, probably her.
Yeah, it's like this is like
yeah,
the
like
shit they
it's
ask you in like
yeah,
high
yeah,
school. on the
it's you,
first
right?
day.
Did you ask this one?
Was you?
This one? If you could be an animal, what would you be?
No,
It was me. I
What
was
about you?
curious.
You asked
man.
Okay.
The only black on the paddle, man. Come on, man.
I know what you would be.
Come on, man. Like the whole race of this, I gotta check on you. It's like, come on, black
Maybe
girl.
like a great white shark or something.
you be an animal.
You know what? I'll be a monkey.
All right, ladies. Let's
You're a spirit
let
animal.
let's
Okay,
let him
folks,
answer, please.
let him respond.
Let's let him answer.
Holy shit, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably the great white shark.
Why?
Right. Okay.
Why though?
I don't know. It's just like kind of a cool animal.
I like
You know what? I heard it had. Never mind.
No, cool. I don't know. I was
All right,
just
wait.
Yeah, I don't know.
a cheetah.
A cheetah.
Nice.
All right. Why a cheetah?
I like cheetah print.
I have
Oh,
a
you like
You
cheetah
like cheating?
What would you be?
I don't know.
A sloth.
A kangaroo for.
By the way. Just. I bet he's still up there.
For sure.
Yeah, Myron, what would you, Myron?
For sure.
Sure, kangaroo. Yeah.
A kangaroo's crazy.
I just never thought about like that's a just a strange. What animal? Is it? It's like what?
I'll be a monkey.
Why?
Oh my god.
A cheese pasty.
All right. Do you want to find love, Clev?
Absolutely. I think that there's no reason to, waste a bunch of time on like relationships and hanging around a bunch of girls you see no future with. I would say.
All right. What was the craziest breakup you had?